On this week's episode of My Vigilante, my boy Koichi almost got him girl, bro.
Hello?
I love you.
I thought he was about to really shake off his creepy epitaph in the streets, but we just get to find out that honestly, he's creepy on the streets and off of them. This episode, bro, how'd you feel?
I thought it was kind of funny. This was a good little comedy one.
I
think it was more the fact that he really thought he was about to pull this senior for real.
Boy, he thought he was cooking. I don't blame him though.
I don't either.
She was putting the moves on my boy,
she
man.
Literally
He's
told him straight up that you're still a creeper. She's a senior, by the way.
Man. Everybody knows. The professor probably look at him a little crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But she's like, I could use him for my class because he lives in the area that I'm trying to be at anyway.
For sure.
So maybe I could teach him things for class and get some more intel on these vigilante people.
But we find out by the end of the episode, though, the reason she wanted to use him in particular is because she already did some research and she thought he was the crawler.
Which he is. She just... he wasn't.
And her quirk is low-key perfect for that shit, though.
It is.
The lie detector quirk is crazy.
Now, for sure.
That's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Can't tell people about that one. Because that's like, I don't know, I feel like that's almost like an invasion of privacy. That's like one step below reading your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was just crazy to see, like, one, this man gets to his house, right, with the senior after she ropes him into this project, and Pop Step is in the crib, and I already knew from there she was about to be sick. Because it looked crazy.
Because she looked out the window and she said, I know he ain't bringing no girl in here.
Bro, he was cheesing too.
You go in there, he go, let me clean up my room right quick.
Oh,
she said, I know, go ahead and hide all that nasty stuff you got in there. I said,
so she knows. It's like that? And then she came in there and put her hair up. I was like, I know what that means. Bob Step was in there too. Like, I know what that means. She was just staring her down and through the blind.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That had me cracking up the whole episode, man. But it was just interesting to see them like also really explain, because there was a lot of world building too in this episode. They were explaining like the history of vigilantes and how it went from like people having to be vigilantes to how there's now a full system for like heroes and getting licenses. And they explained like how even like the first like 200-ish vigilantes that there ever were, like only 7 of them ended up becoming like actual heroes versus the rest of them got classified as villains.
Mind you,
which is crazy.
He could have been the 8th, which is crazy.
No, that's from like in the history books type.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. Oh, well.
You know what I'm saying? But I do understand the sentiment you're getting at.
I was like...
because this man says shut down when he missed his test to save Pop Step. And then he turned down a freaking internship with Ida's brother. He don't want it that bad.
No, he don't.
I ain't even gonna lie.
He don't.
He just don't want it that bad. He'd rather be in the streets gangbanging with his knuckle duster.
And Pop Step that be jumping off buildings and think it's okay if she can't land. But it's fine. I don't care.
Her quirk makes no sense. Hold up.
It's pointless. Pointless quirk.
How you got a leap quirk and you take fall damage?
Makes no sense.
Because why did this man Koichi have to break his back to save her that one time when she fell? And I'm like, her quirk is to jump high as heck.
Man, he always saving her ass at this point. It doesn't matter. He's been saving her since.
Or if it's even worse, if she doesn't take any fall damage, then she just broke her back for no reason.
Luckily, them trash bags been in the way, man.
Oh man, that's crazy. Her quirk is effective as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. I'd be sick. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me a quirk like that. First time I use it, I find out, oh, my leg!
SpongeBob,
my leg! Facts. Like, that's crazy. Hold up, man. That was a bad sidetrack. Anyway, point being that this episode was just definitely a lot of exposition, right? We learned a lot about the world. They went and interviewed a lot of people in town also to find out what they thought of all the vigilantes. One, they literally interviewed that villain girl. I don't know if you peeped that.
They did. I saw that.
I was like, y'all are in danger. Yeah. She finna just stab you with that joint.
She knows him. She has to.
Bro, I know she knows. I know.
Yeah, Queen Bee gotta know.
If Cyclops and the Wolverine know, she knows.
100%. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And so what were the names that they had for all of them?
So they called him the Crawler.
Yep.
Fist Grandpa.
No, Fist Geezer.
And Pop Step.
No, Pop Chan, I think.
Was it Pop Chan?
It was Pop Chan.
You know what I'm saying? And so they were just saying that like he was hella creepy, but sometimes helpful. And then this user, Knuckle Duster was getting a bad rap. It was like, yo, I heard he killed my friend's cousin's brother. Like, it was just going crazy on him. Like, dang, man, he do be punching people, but dang, he ain't killed nobody for real.
Yeah.
Not for lack of trying.
And you already know they talking wild on Pop Chan, so on Pop Step, you know what
Pop Step, it was, they asked all the gooters, man. It was like, hey man, look at that butt. What she needs to do is show more butt. Mind you, she's in middle school. Nah, you Japanese people a little different for that one, man. Somebody got to explain that one to me.
No, there was those two little kids I was talking about.
Nah.
And then he goes, Pop Chan, you show her butt more and show some shit in the camera. I said, no way, this is not real, bro.
Bro, it was straight comedy. And she was trying to clown him too, like, oh, they think you're creepy. And she was like, oh yeah? How about that ass? It was crazy, man.
No, yeah, I definitely do feel bad for him though, because they basically said that he's a creeper even as the crawler, and he's a creeper in real life in college, so it sucks.
Oh, he's cooked on both ends of the field,
regardless of what it is. It
don't matter. It's tough. Yeah. It's really tough, man. It's hard being the crawler.
It really is. And the fact that he had to film that, knowing that they're saying this
about you. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, he took a lot of risks this episode because, like Knuckle Duster said, if they find out who we are, we're in jail.
We are going to jail.
Screw the police. The villains pull up on you. You know how many people y'all come beat up? As soon as they say your name, oh, Koichi, oh, he go to this college. Yeah! It's up for the
they gonna pull up in him in class.
Me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for the us, like Koichi need to be a little more careful. You know what I'm saying? Because even at the end of the episode, he didn't even know what her power is, which is why I say her power is kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And she legit like shakes his hand, and she was like, "Are you the color?" And he was like, "What? The what? No."
That's probably why. Because the name was different.
Yeah, because she didn't say the crawler.
That's why he wasn't.
That's why he passed. That's the only reason why he passed, bro.
That makes sense.
That's tough.
Yeah, that reminds me. We got to go back then because that soccer dude, bro. What was up with that guy?
God, about the soccer quirk. How does that evolve?
I'm glad that he is not out playing with Messi.
Oh, bad.
Getting a bag. Because that don't make no sense.
He should be a millionaire.
Like, what?
That boy was nice with it too.
He's just gonna not be too much strength on the kick though if he was gonna actually play, because
the
way he kicks
strong.
Because it's good. The soccer ball's gonna go right through the net and it's gonna break the net.
It hit Koichi in the face. He didn't die.
He almost did.
Nah, he got up and went to go pretend he wasn't doing what he was just doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think, hey, the soccer dude, he can just stop this villain stuff, stealing bags. You could be getting paid by the Arabs.
Yeah,
billions of dollars.
His quirk is literally soccer,
bro.
Make it make sense.
Hey,
Mbappe needs you.
It was tough though. I like how they animated that. That was a clean scene. You know what I'm saying? The way he was moving was crazy. I'm just mad that the freaking Cyclops just lasered him in the back.
Oh, I know.
And then Dog walked him.
They stomped that boy out, bruh. They ain't waste no time on him either.
They problematic. They the vigilantes for real.
Oh, for real. And then homie took the bag and he said, "Oh, the guy you're studying took it for you." And then the guy come and he said, he wasn't nothing. Yeah, he ain't do nothing at all.
Facts. Well, yeah, it was definitely a cool little episode. I felt like her character was interesting. We're probably gonna see her character again. I feel like she looks like a reoccurring character in me, at least to me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But hopefully this man Koichi doesn't fall for the Huz too deep, because I feel like she go catch him.
Yeah,
and her brother is literally the police chief. Not the chief, but he work at the police department.
It's only a matter of time, man.
It's not looking good for my boy, man. But if y'all enjoyed this episode of My Hero Vigilantes, y'all let us know down below in the comments. Aside from that, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll catch y'all.